the man behind the athlete.
I've heard it offers a whole new understanding of his approach to endurance and life.
What I find fascinating about this interview is it's not with someone from the ultra running world. It's aimed at a more general audience, which actually gives us a fresh perspective on his motivations and his mindset.
What are some of the key insights that we can dig into?
All right, so one of the most surprising things he talks about is the importance of slow training. Right, you'd think it'd be all about pushing the limits all the time, but he uses this brilliant analogy of a bank account. He says slow training is like making deposits. You're building a solid foundation while fast training is like making withdrawals.
Oh, I see. So even for an elite athlete like Jornet, it's not all about intensity all the time.
Exactly. He emphasizes that pushing too hard too often will lead to burnout.
Like draining your bank account, patience and consistency are key to building that solid base.
For anything we're striving for. It's clear that for Jornet, endurance is about more than winning races. He talks about finding happiness in the activity itself. He calls it the feeling of flow, that state of complete absorption and focus.
The connection with nature.
That's a huge part of it for him being out there in the mountains.
It's like he's tapping into something deeper, something beyond just the physical challenge.
It's about the experience, the feeling, the connection. It's about that passion that keeps you going, even when things get tough. And for Kilian Jornet, it seems like that fuel comes from a very deep place. And speaking of pushing through challenges, Jornet also talks about the idea of discomfort and even pain as being transformative. She shares this pretty crazy story.
Oh, really?
Oh.
What is it?
About running for 30 hours straight with no food or water during his Alpine project. It's hard to even imagine.
So how did he frame that experience? Was it just about testing his physical limits, or was there something more to it?
It sounds like it was way more than just a physical test. He describes it as this profound experience that changed his whole perspective on pressure and resilience. He even suggests that pushing those boundaries, it can help us reevaluate what's truly important in life.
That's powerful. So with all this talk of pushing limits and this intense passion for endurance, did the interview touch on the idea of endurance as an addiction?
It's funny you should mention that because it does come up.
Does he shy away from it, or?
Not at all. He acknowledges it, but he reframes it as something positive. He basically says, and I'm quoting here, if we consider that this is an addiction, it's just for our benefit because we need to keep moving. That's the most healthy thing that we can do.
He's highlighting the good side of movement, how crucial it is for our well-being.
For sure. And to wrap up this whole exploration of his philosophy, for listeners on how to improve their lives, he boils it down to 5 key principles.
5 principles. All right, let's hear them.
Move more, eat well, rest more, live in the present, and learn to say no.
Simple but powerful.
It's back to basics. Focus on the fundamentals.
So we've explored Jornet's race plans, the challenges of balancing personal life with these ambitious goals, and we've delved into his unique philosophy on endurance and finding happiness. That's the question, right?
Well, I think one of the biggest takeaways is the power of perspective.
Perspective, okay. It gave us the concrete details.
Of Jornet's 2025 racing calendar.
Almost like a roadmap for his year. We got to hear from him directly.
About his motivations, his struggles, his approach, behind the scenes of this incredible athlete, like the drive to push boundaries, the importance of balance and the pursuit of happiness, and the transformative power of embracing discomfort. And his perspective on finding happiness in the process, not just the outcome. It's a reminder that we often get so fixated on goals.
And we forget to enjoy the journey. Right. It doesn't have to look exactly like what Jornet does.
Of course not.
Maybe it's committing to a daily walk, making time for cooking healthy meals, setting boundaries with technology, or just taking a few moments each day to be fully present.